Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. Today I'm going to be covering Raydium, but before I do, I'll appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. So what is Raydium? Raydium is an automated market maker on the Solana blockchain, which leverages the central order book of the Serum decentralized exchange to enable lightning fast trades, shared liquidity, and new features for earning yield. Solana was chosen as the underlying blockchain to allow low cost and high speed transactions. It is a high performance, permissionless blockchain based off proof of history. The protocol is designed to scale together hardware and bandwidth improvements with the capacity expected to double every 2 years. Raydium will be integrated into Project Serum, which is a decentralized exchange that supports trustless cross-chain trading. Despite being natively implemented on Solana, it will be interoperable with Ethereum. To address the issues highlighted in the background, Raydium was built with the following features: order books, marketing making, coin swaps, farming, and dual reward farming. So what does Raydium see which other cryptos doesn't? So there is a current market cap where it is at the moment. So as most DeFi tokens exchange exist on Ethereum blockchain, there are multiple inherent issues that makes decentralized trading inaccessible for most users. So there's high gas fees, the speed, the lack of limit orders, and overlapping liquidity. So as you guys can see on the screen right now, give it a pause and see what these guys are trying to actually look for. So guys, jumping straight onto CoinMarketCap, as you guys can see, they're doing pretty well at the moment in the top 100, currently 96. I will be going over the website a bit on this video as well, and as you guys can see, they're doing really well at the moment, up 41% over the last 24 hours. So it's doing really well at the moment, currently trading just underneath that $16 mark. As you guys can see, the current market cap is over that 1 billion and the circulating volume is over that 762 million. Going over the chart very briefly, as you guys can see, back in the start of the year, it did have that massive surge all the way to around that $16 mark, and did unfortunately dip all the way back down to the lows around that $2 mark before going all the way back up, breaking that level of high over here to where it is at the moment. Going down to where you guys can buy it, best place being on Binance, but you guys could pick it up on FTX and Gate.io as well if you want to trade it against the USDT. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the website now. So I have jumped over onto Raydium's website, where you can see an avenue for the evolution of DeFi, light speed swap, next level liquidity, and frictionless yield. So I will be launching the application in a second just to show you what you guys can actually do on it. So a suite of features powering the evolution of DeFi on Solana, so you could trade, yield, pool, and accelerator. So that is the features that they got on the actual application itself. So Raydium provides an ecosystem wide liquidity for users and projects. So order book, automated market maker, best price swaps, and high liquidity launches. So guys, make sure you guys read into this as well just to see what it does. And in terms of partners, they've got Solana and Serum as well, so which I did mention previously. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the application now. So I have jumped over onto Raydium's decentralized exchange at the moment, where you can see what they have to offer. So as you guys can see at the top, there's trading, swap, liquidity, pools, farms, staking, accelerator, migrate, and the info section. So over here is pretty much how you see in other exchanges, where you'll be able to buy different sort of coins against the USDT as well. So as you guys can see, the rate against USDT, and they got a whole bunch of other coins as well, where you're able to actually have limit orders or sell orders in order to meet where you want to buy it as well. Jumping over onto accelerator, which is quite new to other people as well, there is the accelerator, a launchpad for new projects to raise capital and for the community to participate in a new Solana project launches. So here is some that's been ended. As you guys can see, there's stuff like the Grave, Atlas, and so on, where you'll be able to jump into these pools and be able to gain substantial amount of profit as well. So that is something like that as well. And also there is staking as well, which you guys can see there is against the Ray token. So the Ray token is anticipated to hold the following utility: staking, the potential to stake Ray for additional multipliers on yield, and Raydium is likely to also include a limited governance model allowing for stakers of Ray to participate and vote on community proposals and amendments. So that is pretty much what the staking is all about as well. But guys, go ahead and check out these other ones as well. These are pretty much the ones that you see in other exchanges as well. These two are quite different compared to others, so I just wanted to mention that for you guys. So the staking is pretty good. As you guys can see, you get APR of up to 30% pretty much, and the liquidity at the moment, as you guys can see, is quite a lot as well. So go ahead and check this out as well. So guys, I will be jumping on some recent news now. So in terms of recent news, there is one happening today, in fact. So click on proof over here. This was tweeted out a couple of days ago saying, want the inside scoop of Raydium and an update on the road ahead. We'll be hosting a community town hall event where Discord stage on September 9th, 1 PM UTC. Open to all. Join our Discord server now and stay tuned for updates. So guys, hopefully you'll be able to join this today and be able to see what these guys have to offer down the line as well. So guys, I will be jumping onto the price analysis now. So guys, yes, whatever's been waiting for the price analysis. So guys, just before I do jump into the long and short term analysis, I do want to highlight the all-time high and the all-time low. So as you guys can see, it did have that low around that 75 cent level. So guys, if you did pick up, then very huge congrats in terms of the amount of profit you would have made by now. And in terms of all-time high, as you guys can see, it was around that $16.30 mark. So it was an all-time high there. It does seem to be surging over this month as well. As you guys can see, it's trying to break above, failing so at the moment, but if it does, it will be great as well. So that is what I think as well. In terms of long term, as you guys can see, have drawn out this resistance level around that $13 mark, as you guys can see here, and does seem to be breaking above. If it does stay above this month around that region, I do either see a pullback back towards that $13, creating that level of support before going back up, breaking these level of highs around that $16, going towards that $20, $25 in terms of long term. Or what I might do is just completely go above, breaking these level of highs here, and then go up, creating that other bullish candle on the next month as well. So that is what I think in terms of the long term. In terms of the short term, as you guys can see, have jumped into the weekly, and as you guys can see, have drawn out this grey box here where it does seem to be a nasty range. It does did break above that range in this week, but as you guys can see, it did fall back into that trap around that range. So it does seem to be going back up towards this range, but as you guys can see, it might mirror this effect where it might go back into that range again. So hopefully it doesn't. As you guys can see, it does seem to be carrying that double top pattern at the moment. If it does, I might see an actual downfall back down towards this region around that $8, $10 mark before creating that level of support and doing that same sort of pattern again towards that $16, $15 mark. Or what I might do is create that level of support again around that mark where it is at the moment, and then go towards that $20, $25 mark is where I see price happening at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't mirror this effect or have that double top pattern before going down, or it might just completely break down and go towards the highs. So in terms of short term, as you guys can see, have jumped onto the daily now, and as you guys can see, have drawn out this channel here and has played out pretty well, has broken below that channel and did go back up towards these lows around that $3 mark before creating multiple levels of supports around here, as you guys can see, before going back up towards the highs at the moment. So that is what I think in the short term. So hopefully it does keep up with momentum and keep up with this run going towards that $20 mark. But if it does have the same pattern again around this region here, it might go back down to around those $2, $3 marks. In terms of the short term, again, as you guys can see, have jumped onto the 4-hour time frame and have drawn out these channels here. So as you guys can see, it's a downfall channel and it has played out pretty well and does been pretty good. Where it was around $8, it has pretty much done a 2x to where it is at the moment. And as you guys can see, it does have to have that upward channel at the moment, but it did seem to have failed it. It did try to break. It did go down to these lows around where the channel did start around that $10 mark. It did create a level of support, as you guys can see, around that $10 mark, and it does seem to have had that strong support and been very, very bullish for the last 4 hours. As you guys can see, every single 4-hour candle here has been very, very bullish, and does seem to be breaking that channel as well. So hopefully what it does now is either retest of where that channel is around that $15 before going towards that new level of highs around that $20 to $25 mark. So guys, that is what I think in terms of long term and in terms of short term analysis as well. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications for all future videos. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.